Well, when I'm not fixing cars, I'm fixing appliances. I got a water heater problem, and we're going to fix it. Before you start working, make sure all the gas is off. I have it off here, as well as the main valve back here is off. Okay, so my problem is the pilot light will not stay lit. When it's lit, it heats a thermocouple, which makes a really small amount of electricity to control the control box. It's kind of a safety feature, so if the pilot light is not lit, the control box will not click its relay to send the massive amount of gas through this silver pipe right here and into the burner and fill your garage or your basement or wherever your water heater is with gas. So we need to replace the thermocouple and igniter assembly. You could just replace the thermocouple itself, but it's got a part number right here on this tag, which I will put the exact part number, the linking of the part in the condition description below. And yeah, we're gonna replace the entire part. It's like 50 bucks, not a huge deal. So anyway, the reason it needs replaced is it won't stay lit. Thus, the thermocouple is no longer producing its little bit of electricity for the control box to have its flashing normal light. So let's get started with taking this apart. So the particular model I have is a Bradford White. Looks like it's model number M as in Mike, I as in India, 75, S as in Sierra, 6, B as in Bravo, N as in November. But I imagine that this pilot light igniter assembly is the same part in a lot of Bradford White water heaters. First off, take the metal cover off the bottom of your water heater. It looks like this. It'll be sitting right over here like so. Take this off. You're going to see several screws. They are 1/4 inch drive. Here's the 1/4 inch drive nut driver. And I've already taken off most of the screws. You're going to see 2 here. And then this thing splits in half. Right here where the pipe is, there'll be 2 screws, one here and one here. I've already taken 3 out of the 4 screws out. And take this last screw out and take this metal cover off. Once that is off, you need to start loosening the gas lines. You have the small line right here for the thermocouple. The igniter. The pilot light is a small gas line right here. Then you have a much larger gas line right here. The large gas line nut underneath here is 19 millimeter, and this nut here for the small gas line is 11 millimeter. Then you can undo the electrical connections. There's one right here. Just pull that apart. There's another one right here. Pull that one apart. And it looks like we'll just go ahead and take this white wire off here. There. It's basically all loose from an electrical standpoint. Now we'll just take these nuts here, loosen them up. I already cracked them loose with, again, 19 millimeter and 11 millimeter here. That is off. All right, now let me finagle this thing out of here. All right, to get it out, just pull this gas line out of its seat. And in the bottom, let me show you, there will be a little slot that it sits in, right back there. So we're just gonna pull that out of the slot and pull the whole burner assembly out very carefully. There we go. Here is the burner apparatus. So what we have here is the thermocouple and igniter and pilot light assembly. It's right here. This is the thermocouple, and then this is the pilot light right here, and then underneath it is the igniter. This is a 1/4 inch drive screw. We're going to pull this off. That was really on there, probably from the heat. It's stuck in there. And then there's a little tab. All you have to do is just get it out of that tab. The burner assembly is here, and the thermocouple assembly is right here. Okay, the new part is here. Believe it or not, I got this on Amazon, and it is a brand name part. I went to go to a appliance parts supplier here in town, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona, people. I mean, 6 million people in the metropolitan area, and nobody had that. At least a few places that I looked did not have the part in. So luckily, this was early AM delivery, basically overnight from Amazon. So let's put this piece on. Installation is pretty much the reverse of removal. Once I get it on the burner, I'll show you before putting it in. Okay, it's all assembled. This is a good look at the tab back there that you gotta fit this into. So let me show you the burner here. It is reinstalled on here, just like I just followed the same path that the old one came off. Okay, and then on the end of the burner, on the back here, there's this tab, little tongue here. That tongue has just got to go inside that keeper back there. So let's do that. Okay, there's some witness marks on the insulation of this piece that you're going to put back on. You can see right here in the center, main gas line. This little line up here is the small line right here for the pilot light. And then you also see that there is a little bit of a line here. That is where the thermocouple line comes through. So I'm holding those in place right now through that. Let's see here, what else? Anything else? Maybe this line looks like there's a witness mark like right here for that. Okay. Alright, just put your screws back in here. Kind of nice and loose for now. We're going to get these lines up here reconnected before tightening this all the way down. Okay, all the electrical is reconnected. White wire back up here. This red wire I had left on there. Clipped it back in here. And so this is from the thermocouple giving this unit power. And this over here is the igniter wire. So when you push the igniter button, it sends a little bit of voltage through here for a spark. Now that that is all good, these lines are tight. What was this? 11 millimeter or 7/16 for this one here. 19 millimeter or 3/4 for this guy here. Just get those really nice and snug. Don't go freaking crazy on it, but just nice and snug. And put each screw in a few threads. After you do that, I'm going to tighten these up here first on the insulation. It pinches these lines. Then I will do these guys here. Okay, now let's turn the gas back on over here. Gas is on. Instructions say to move this from the off to the pilot position. Push in and quickly press the ignition. All right, and while you're holding the button down here for the gas on pilot, keep holding that down and then take a look through this window right here, down here where we just screwed this in. This is going to be tough to show you because it's so bright outside, but let me see. There we go. You can see the pilot light is lit in there. You can see the flame burning. Okay, and you'll want to keep holding down on this button until you see this light start to flicker. It's really hard to see here because it's so bright in my garage, but you'll see a little green flicker every now and then. There you go. There was one. Once that flickers, once every 5 seconds or so, you are good to let go of this gas pilot button. Okay, moment of truth. Garage door's open in case I need to run. I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to go and turn this from pilot to hot, and this thing should kick on. Yeah, buddy. All right, and then the last thing we want to do in fairly short order here is you've seen this bottle, soapy water. So what I'm going to do is spray this on these gas connections. And I'm going to look for any bubbles. I don't see any bubbles. Good to go. Last couple cleanup items here. We will get this guy over here into his tab. Look over here. There's a couple tabs. Put it in and push it down. Alright, and then there was a wire clip. We'll get these wires together here. Actually, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and make this much neater and put some zip ties as well. And there we go. Just one zip tie makes it look a lot neater. Okay, we are good. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Comment below if you think I did something wrong, but this looks pretty darn good. I'm going to enjoy my hot shower. I'll see you next time.